Am I the jerk for being upset with my boyfriend because he won't let me go on a vacation abroad with my best friend, even though I'm paying for it myself? By Bet-de-Dobbs. The first word I'm hung up on is let. What do you mean let? But let's see, is she the jerk for wanting to go on vacation? This is the second vacation video in a row, but look, vacations apparently just breed a lot of drama. I have a best friend. We have been friends for 8 years and it has always been our dream to go abroad together. It just sounds incredible to vacation as a duo, wake up for breakfast together, tan and take photos. That does sound amazing. And now that's all just ruined because you have a boy. If I was the best friend, I would be really, really mad. I told my boyfriend about this a month and a half ago. Of course, he immediately said he wasn't completely on board, but he said he needed to think about it and that it was a debatable topic. Basically, I kept talking to him about it. Eventually, he stopped reacting badly and would just listen, so I thought that everything was fine and he agreed to let me go. In fact, we generally don't have strict restrictions in our relationship. Naturally, we understand that we don't go to clubs at night and things like that, but I never thought he wouldn't be able to let me go abroad. That's always a tough line to walk on. There's a difference between, like, do you trust the other person, or is there also just things like, okay, don't go to that environment because it's just the way that it's set up, or the reason people go there, doesn't align with the values in the relationship, and that's something you have to agree on. However, I think from an outside perspective, right, I can understand the nightclubs, but I don't really understand the vacation. It just kind of sounds a bit like insecurity, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would understand if he said, like, oh, I'll really miss you, then it's actually kind of sweet, but that's not what he's saying. I'm not sure what he's exactly saying yet, but I feel like we can get a read on it. Like, we can check the pulse. I think it's because he thinks that she's just gonna go around sleeping with every man she meets there. I was supposed to go entirely at my own expense. I worked a lot specifically for this. And then yesterday we literally had a conversation when I already started picking out hotels. He says, wait, you're actually going somewhere? I'm against it. I don't want you to go. You'll be partying and hanging out there. I said I won't be partying or hanging out. If you want, I will just stand and eat and we will have fun during the day, and at night we will sleep in our room. He said he is against it anyway. So she literally gave you what you wanted by saying, like, okay, we're not gonna go out, right? That's something that these people clearly already agree on what they think about that. So where's the problem then, buddy? Now, I think it's nice that she says it's all on her own expense, which means that he even has less of a right to let her go anywhere, because she's assumedly an adult with her own money who's gonna pay for her own vacation with her own best friend, right? I'm just saying she's an adult who can make her own decisions. So you're not letting anything. You just either agree with it or not, but, like, you're not letting her do anything. I love it that he said, like, you're actually going somewhere? Like, that's a question, right? She talked about it before, right, just for fun. That wasn't a real idea. That was just, it's a hobby for her to talk about things that she will never do in the future. I have that hobby too. I do that all the time. Honestly, this hurt me so deeply because I dreamed about this so much. I wanted it so badly, and now all my dreams just flew into the trash. Now, I don't want to talk to him. I just have no desire. Of course, I don't want to break up, but this is so unpleasant and hurtful. Tell me, am I the jerk? Am I wrong in this situation? I understand that he worries about me, but I feel like any girl would want to go on a vacation with her best friend. Hey, any guy too. I totally get it, right? I would love to go on vacation with my best friend. Well, a bunch of my friends, really, but that's not the point right now. There could be two things true here. It's that, one, we don't have really enough context to read about the whole situation and what was said, or you guys just didn't clearly talk about it at all, and now it feels like surprise to him, even though you said that you talked about it before, because you guys didn't communicate properly, but I don't really know what's going on. None of this makes sense. It doesn't make any sense. I think one thing that really surprises me here is that you are listening to him. Like you say, obviously you don't want to break up, and that sounds fair. But this is so unpleasant and hurtful. Just go anyway. He's not... One of the comments literally said, is he your master or something? Get on your knees, slave. Don't disobey me. It doesn't really sound like a relationship to me. Of course, that's over-exaggerated. We assume that that's not what's happening. But you never know. Not the jerk. What do you mean, let you? You're a grown woman funding her own vacation. You don't need anyone's permission. And your boyfriend sounds controlling AF, big red flag. But nobody has ever forbidden me anything. Neither my family, nor dad, nor mom. Even he never forbidden anything. But now he apparently lost his mind. Just some total nonsense. I don't think it would end like this. But forbidden. There's too much in your brain. It's too much like when he forbids it, then that automatically means that you have to listen to him. Like I said, obey. Don't you you dare disobey, slave? We're assuming she's above the age of 18, so do whatever you want, really. If he's ready to break up with you over a simple vacation like this, where even you assured him that you wouldn't be going out, but now it's just the whole fact that you're going abroad, why is that such a bad thing? Whether let's say she goes to the same country and she just hangs out in the city with a friend of hers, and what's really the difference, you know, instead of being abroad? I feel like there's no difference. So it's just she's not allowed to go away on her own, right? No matter where? Because if that's the case, then that's really weird. Maybe he just wants to go on vacation as well. But I don't know, she's literally talking about how her dreams are in the trash now. That sounds really serious. Like, this wasn't just a fun thing you wanted to do. This was like a thing you imagined long ago. Like, yes, we're gonna do this together. And you're just gonna let your boyfriend ruin all that? And for what? Because I don't think he's had a good... His reason, what was it? You'll be partying and hanging out there. Hanging out? Isn't that what people just do? People hang out? That's people things. Is he an alien, perchance? Just the thought of you hanging out on a beach, you know, tanning and having fun with your best friend, you know, while hanging out. It unsettles me deeply. And I don't want you to go. And if you do go, you'll get, I don't know, something. Prison! Yeah, she should honestly go to prison for daring to want to do something on her own. Does she not understand what kind of world this is? Ridiculous. What in the actual frick am I reading? Friend, it's your money and your life. You haven't said you plan to sleep around on this trip, so wake up to the fact that your boyfriend is insecure and controlling. Why do you think he needs to let you go? Go on this trip and use the time to evaluate your relationship with him. In what other ways do you need his permission? How else is he holding you down or back? Not the jerk unless you stay home. Yes, do not get pregnant with his child. Sure, I haven't even considered that. Like, what is he not letting her do? Because clearly she allows him to let him allow her things. I hope that makes sense, right? It's acceptable in her mind that he is in control over what she does. That's what I'm trying to say. For now, this was the first case in 4 years, which is what alarms me. I will definitely go on vacation, I promise you. You better, because I will find you. I will. Trust me, I can. And I won't do anything weird or anything. I'll just be saying like, yo, why aren't you away? Huh? Shouldn't you be on vacation now? And then you're gonna have to explain to me why you aren't on vacation. And that'll be really annoying to do, so you'd better go on vacation, unless you want to explain why you aren't. And look, if he then breaks up with you because you went on vacation, that saves just a loads of trouble, because then you don't have to do it, which is really nice. But they've been together for 4 years, but I'm sorry. Maybe this is a little rude, but I don't trust her to be honest about him not being controlling. Because that's the point that I was trying to make, is that it's acceptable in her mind for him to be controlling. So I don't expect her to be able sounds so kind of demeaning. I mean, like, her being aware of the times she's done it before, because to her it maybe doesn't seem weird, but restricting anyone's freedom, it is kind of a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you should break up with him, but I think the commenter is right when saying you should like reevaluate, like, what are you doing here? Are you sure this is the guy? Like, are you sure it's him? Like, look back at your relationship. Is this really the first time? Because I just don't think it is. That just seems improbable. But then again, we don't know this, people. So let's hope that if they do stay together, they talk it out and he doesn't do stuff like this again. Let's hope that she finds some more autonomy, because, well, you should have that just as a general rule, and you shouldn't let anyone restrict that. You're not a child anymore. Like, when you're a child, your parents are going to restrict you, but that's because your parents know better, because they're adults. Now that you're an adult, it's up to you to know better. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. I yapped a lot. I feel like half of this video was me yapping when the story was already done. I just had a lot to say. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and comment something. Your opinions about the story, me, a situation you have yourself. Look, I'll respond. I'll do that. Just be nice to each other. That's the most important thing. All right, let's get out of here.